I got access to Google's new language model, Gemini Advanced. I'm paying for it now, and I've also got ChatGPT 4. So we're going to do a test for which tool is better at SEO in terms of content copywriting for both. Is it Gemini or is it ChatGPT 4? This test is going to be very simple. We're going to use the same prompt for both language models, and we're going to see which one comes out with the better content in terms of the quality written. Is it in the format that we asked it to write it in? Did it do research? Did it backlink? And what is the word length which it spits this content out? Now, the prompt is a little bit like this. I'm going to read it out so you can follow along with me. I want you to act as an SEO content specialist. You're going to write a 2,000 word blog about the health benefits of good quality olive oil. First, you will do some research that we can reference throughout the blog. Then you are going to write the structure of the blog. Once you write the structure of the blog, wait for my approval to write the entire blog. Ensure to write it in a markdown format and backlink some of the articles that you research. This article should be targeted to health-conscious Americans that are in their 50s or older. So we've done a couple of things with that one prompt. We've given it a persona, we've given it some serious background, and we've also defined the output, which in general is what you want to do when you're prompting language models, particularly for copywriting. Now, if I'm going to do blogs for my own website or a client's website, I will do it a lot more detailed, adding a lot more research and a few other more things that will actually help it rank to add value to the content. But for this test, we're just going to have it side by side and see how quickly they operate. So I'm going to press enter on, as you can see here, ChatGPT 4, and then on Gemini, and see what the responses are. You can see right away that ChatGPT 4 is doing some research. Gemini Advanced is thinking. Perfect. So they're both going step by step. Wow, Gemini is actually doing some research, as you can see on this side. Tell me the research. It's told me the targeted keywords, the structure of the blog, given me in a markdown format. And then it's asking me at the end, please let me know if you'd like me to develop this into an entire blog. Should I make any adjustments to the structure? Whilst ChatGPT 4 is kind of, yeah, it did the research as well. Because if we click here, I mean, you know, it also did the research, but it already put the research in the sections of the blog that it created. So that's pretty good as well, to be honest. And the last thing that it asks, the structure aims to educate the target audience by providing valuable health information backed by scientific research, which is what you want to do with anything related to health when it comes to SEO. Beautiful. Okay, so pretty similar, to be honest. The only thing that I think I would really put on top here in terms of who did it better is a Gemini Advanced actually thought about the keywords in the blog structure. So I think it took into component the persona that we gave it a little bit more, and Gemini was a little bit quicker. It did structure also this thing in a markdown format, which we did ask. So I think Gemini is winning the race here a little bit. Anyway, we're going to ask both to write the entirety of the blog. So now write the entire blog, we're going to click enter on ChatGPT 4 and then Gemini, and then see what happens. So it seems that Gemini is a little bit quicker. It thinks more, while you can see ChatGPT 4 doing its thing. Now, as we can see here now, ChatGPT 4 is writing in a markdown format. What it isn't doing is correctly backlinking as we liked it. Neither is Gemini Advanced, and that's not a fault of the language models. That's me. The prompting wasn't precise enough. So we'll disregard the backlinking for now, and we'll just go on to the rest. Okay, wow. Okay, so Gemini is finished already. ChatGPT 4 is still going, but it seems that ChatGPT 4 is going to go a little bit longer in terms of word counts. So reading a little bit of it, I think when it comes to the structure of a markdown format, Gemini wins for sure. And I think the only other thing is maybe let's read the introduction and see which one we like a little bit more. So the introduction of ChatGPT 4 says, introduction. Olive oil, particularly extra virgin olive oil, is more than just a culinary staple. It's a symbol of health and longevity, especially revered in the Mediterranean diet. This blog delves into the myriad health benefits of high-quality olive oil, with a focus why it's an essential addition to the diet of health-conscious Americans in their 50s and older. So that listened to the parameters that we gave it in the prompt. And then Gemini Advanced, Olive oil, the golden elixir of the Mediterranean diet, has been cherished for centuries of its culinary and medical properties. As we age, prioritizing a healthy lifestyle becomes more crucial than ever. Olive oil is abundance of heart health fats, protein, antioxidants, and anti-inflammatory compounds, making it an ally for individuals over 50 seeking to enhance their overall well-being. This blog will uncover the remarkable health benefits of olive oil and how it can easily incorporate this liquid gold into your daily routine. Wow. Now, you need to understand that this is a lot to do with my prompting. If I would have given the prompt a more detailed understanding of how I wanted the tone of voice to be, obviously ChatGPT probably would have written it differently, and so would have Gemini. So this has to do with my prompting a lot as well. But with a very simple prompt and no indication of tone of voice, I prefer Gemini's tone of voice and writing by far. The way that it's right is a lot more inclusive in a natural manner of who we want to target. I think that's really, really a lot better. The last thing to do is to measure the word count. So let's do that. I'm just going to use the tool word counter. Perfect. So we asked it to do 2,000 words. Really, language models never get this right. But let's just include the title on both and go down. So let's copy. Okay, so Gemini is not even close. It's 603 words, which is fine. Usually the best way to write blogs is section by section, not the whole blog at once. So 600 words. Let's get rid of that. And now let's copy ChatGPT 4. And ChatGPT 4 is even less at 500. So, wow. I don't know. For me, it's Gemini for the win, to be honest. I'm definitely going to be looking at this a lot more in terms of content generation and creation. I think if you give it a better prompt, as you do, I gave it a really bad basic prompt with a purpose just to see what was the better content produced. And to be honest, from first testing, I think Gemini Advanced, which is interesting. I didn't think that was going to be the case, but I think I like the way that it writes a lot better. The one thing you don't get in Gemini Advanced is like the custom GPTs, which I'm using quite a bit for like individual clients. I'll make certain custom GPTs so that it writes in the same tone that the client wants. But wow, I'm surprised, to be honest, at how good Gemini Advanced is writing for copywriting. Anyway, if you want me to do more of these tests, just leave it in the comments below what I should test. Again, just be very clear. I want to be very clear about this. That was a very, very simple prompt. If you want to learn how to write high quality content with the help of ChatGPT or Gemini for that matter, because it's the same principles still apply, I've got a free PDF. If you just go to the link, I'll leave in the resources below or the link, and that'll give you a step-by-step process of how to write high quality content with AI bots like ChatGPT or Gemini Advanced. Yeah, that's it. Follow and like for more if you like this kind of video. Cheers.